Hi, I'm Helen and I blog at cocomamastyle.com. I live in southwest London with my boyfriend and our two daughters. Coco is nearly 4 and Mimi is 16 months. Can't quite believe they're that grown up, but they are. I work as a stylist when I'm not too busy being a mum and working on my blog, and also my YouTube channel, so you can search for it. If you search Coco Mama Style on YouTube, you will find all my style videos. So yeah, I do a bit of styling, a bit of PR as well, so lots of different things that keep you very busy. The equipment I use to film my videos does vary depending what kind of video I'm doing and where I'm shooting. Depending on space and how much time I've got. My best videos are made using a Canon 5D Mark III, which I'm using at the moment, on a tripod with a light. It was just a light from eBay, a single light, but it's quite good because you can adjust the power so it's brighter or not so bright depending on what kind of look you want and how much light you need, really, depending on what's in the room already. I also sometimes use a MacBook Pro and use the webcam to do some videos, but obviously the quality isn't quite as good, but it is much easier to set up, much quicker. You kind of, open it up, record, stop, and you're done. For the most part, I blog at home in either my living room, as you can see today, this is my living room, or in the dining room. As again, with the equipment, the location does vary depending on what kind of video I'm shooting. I do a lot of style tips videos, so I have my mannequin and a rail of clothes as my props to refer to and to dress the mannequin to create outfits, so my audience can see exactly what I'm talking about. And that means I need a lot more space, and for me that works really well in our dining room. It's white, like a blank canvas, so it does work really well as almost like a studio environment. It's nice and plain, otherwise you've got too much going on. If I'm doing kind of more of a close-up video, a more personal favourites, monthly favourites video, which is more about me than the clothes that I'm talking about, then I would do it in here, and then you can get, I suppose it's a bit more personal, there's a bit more of my things around, and it just feels a bit more relaxed to do it in this room. I have only been vlogging since October, so 2014, so that's not long at all. I've still got an awful lot to learn. Even when I look back at my first videos not that long ago, I can see the quality has changed, dramatically. I've learned so much, but there's still a lot to learn. I vlog about what I know, so that as a stylist is style, and linking that back into being a mum and how your body shape changes during pregnancy and beyond, and even while you're breastfeeding and beyond, your body shape's changing constantly. So how to overcome those issues and get used to your new body shape. So I really offer my professional knowledge, I guess, with a personal experience thrown in. My most successful video so far, I've only had a few, but I think the most successful was a video I did about white shirts. It's an essential wardrobe staple, so I think that's why it's been so popular. And opportunities I've had since I started vlogging. Amazingly, I was signed up to do some vlogs for ITV's newest channel, ITVB. So it's a Freeview channel, but also they have a YouTube channel which is doing really well, and they've asked me to vlog for them. So I've done a couple of style videos so far, and then I've got another one to do, so that's been fantastic. And obviously that would have never come my way if I hadn't started vlogging for myself. When I'm preparing to record a video, it does take a bit of preparation. Some of mine have a bit of a production going on behind them in terms of setting up, especially with the camera, the tripod, the light, but also with my rail, I have to pick out the clothes beforehand. Maybe I need to go out and buy a few things, call some things in, go through my own wardrobe to put together the perfect outfits to demonstrate what I'm talking about and the tips that I'm giving, really to illustrate them. So that does take quite a bit of time to put together. I always edit my videos with iMovie on the MacBook. It's so easy to use. It's just a case of dragging and dropping the movie files into iMovie. You can cut them, edit them, pop in a little bit of music that's, you know, free to use on iMovie. What I do, which is a great tip, is to save time when editing. If all of your videos have the same beginning and end title pages, I guess, and the same music, it keeps your videos consistent. It gives a nice professional, almost branded feel to your videos, but at the same time it saves you time because you just cut and paste from your previous video, pop it into your new video. You've got a consistent look throughout your videos, and also it saves time because you're not faffing trying to redo music and come up with new ideas. You literally cut, paste, and you're done. I love watching vloggers whose blogs I read before they became vloggers. So I love Not Another Mummy Vlog by Alison Perry of Not Another Mummy Blog. See what she did there? Very clever. And I also love Lisa from Holly Bob's blog and Jenny from Let's Talk Mummy. I love their blogs anyway, and it's great to see them as vloggers on YouTube so I can learn a little bit more about them, see what they sound like in real life, and kind of get to know the people behind the blog a bit more. There are so many things I would love to be better at when it comes to vlogging. The technical side is something which I'm gradually getting a little bit better at. I think each video slightly has an edge on the last one, with my lighting and camera skills that are improving as we go along. When it comes to advice for newbie vloggers or vloggers who have been vlogging for a while and they want a few more tips, look straight into the lens of the camera. It does take some practice, but it does make a difference to how your videos look. So keep practicing. You don't have to publish the videos that you do when you're practicing, but just keep trying, and you just kind of get used to it, and it just feels a bit more natural. It doesn't feel like you're just talking to this black circle in front of you. You can kind of imagine your audience there. Also, think about your pitch when you're talking. I have to apologise today, I've got a bit of a cold, so I may not be as animated as I normally am, but think about your pitch to just keep your speech really interesting so people don't switch off if you're flatlining and just talking at the same tone for the whole video, and then people are going to get really bored and switch off or watch another video because it's more interesting. So that kind of thing, you just kind of need to, you know, as you would talk to someone normally, whether or not they're behind a camera, you know, just be a bit more animated. So that's another tip. And also to not to talk too quickly, and which I fail at quite a lot, but I have to try and remind myself to slow it down so people can understand me and take in what I'm saying. And also pause. So pausing after a sentence or after where you would make a paragraph in a piece of text that you were writing. If you pause and just take a second to breathe, and that again, it makes it easier for people to watch, but also when you're editing, it will make it so much easier when you need to cut sections, paste them together, chop bits out. You've got those points where you have a natural pause that you can then cut it easily without having to cut between two words you said too close together, which can be very, very difficult. And also pausing with what you're doing. So most of us vloggers will be using, you know, turning the camera on and off and recording by ourselves. So if you are getting up to turn the camera off, and then when you turn it on to come and sit back down again, you need to have time to pause, and not only to compose yourself before speaking, but also to make sure that you're not doing this at the end of all your videos, because you can't quite cut it off because you're still talking when you're leaving the shot. So that's a bit about me and my vlogging journey so far. I hope that's been helpful, and you've got some tips and tricks that you can use if you start vlogging. And obviously take a look at my blog, cocomamastyle.com, and search YouTube, Coco Mama Style, for some of my videos, and hopefully I'll be able to see some of your videos too.